All right, guys, right now we're about to remove the oil filter. It's in the canister, looks something like this. Typically, this is a 5/8 nut. I'm having an adjustable. You can use an adjustable as well, but it's 5/8 in case you don't have an adjustable. I'm loosen her up. Now, this is the filter. It's pretty dirty. Not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it would be worse, but it's pretty dirty. Also, if you notice on this oil, sorry. You notice the oil, it's very dirty. It's like sludge on the bottom. But also, what happens is sometimes water gets inside the oil tank due to condensation or guys not putting the cap correctly. So when it rains, water seeps through. You guys can see the difference between the oil and the water. You can see it actually separates. So in this case, you had a little bit of that as well. So that's very common with oil. Just gotta be very careful. But in this case, you guys can also see the difference. You can actually see the water. You see the separation? So you wanna clean it. There's a lot of sludge in there too. So I would definitely recommend it to replace the tank sometime in the near future. But just to give you an idea of what's going on. All right, guys, you guys can see I cleaned her up. You see I cleaned it as best as I could. It looks nice and clean. So this is the best we're gonna get it. So now we gotta put in the filter. The oil filter right here is a 1830. It's a general filter, and it fits right in that canister. So let me show you guys. This is the gasket. You have 2 gaskets, and you have the filter. This little gasket right here goes in the actual nut that goes right inside here. I'll show you guys momentarily. And this filter right here, the felt filter, goes just like this. Right in there. See this gasket goes in right here, just like that. And you have this little gasket that goes right inside here. This is the actual nut that goes through. So you want to do something like this. Goes right into that. Slide it all the way up. Once you slide it up, it looks something like this. You're gonna put it like this. And of course, now you're gonna put that filter back together, which goes right on the bottom, just like that. All right, this has to go in the middle. It goes all the way up. Again, you gotta tighten her up. Just a little FYI before you put the canister on or the filter back on, you want to take off this old gasket because sometimes it gets stuck. You want to make sure you peel it right off, which I just did. And also, I open up the valve. I want to make sure I got a good flow of oil. So we clear out the line. Depending on how much sediment is in the tank, sometimes by blowing out the oil line, you're stirring up the pot basically, and then you clog up the oil line. Again, usually it doesn't happen. It does happen sometimes. So what I do is I leave it in the open position and just wait. Oh, there we go. We got flow. That's exactly what I was looking for. So that tells me there's no clogged oil line. You can see that the oil is a little dirty because there's some sediment or it's mixed with a little bit of sludge. But overall, the line is clear. It's gonna get better as it's burning oil. But you can see the difference now because it's red here and over here is a little black. But that's what we want to see. Make sure we got flow. That's a good sign. All right, guys, we're about to bleed her again because it actually, like I was telling you before, sometimes it takes a little forever to this thing to fill up. So it actually filled up. I have to open her up again because I opened up the canister before the video. All right, I'm gonna turn on again. Let's see. There we go. Exactly what I want to see. You want to see a straight flow oil. You can see the difference in the color. Now it's red. It's not white like it was before. Now I'm going to close this up by hand. Now, that's straight flow. And you want to use a 3/8 wrench to close her up. Good. All right, guys. We got oil.